Do you ever wish that you could just spend more time reading out loud to your kids and you could skip all of the boring worksheets and the tests and quizzes and busy work and all of the other things that come along with homeschooling? Well, I am so excited that my family has finally found a history curriculum that allows us to do just that. We absolutely love the History Bible Literature curriculum from Sonlight because it allows us to do what we love to do the most, which is just to spend time reading great books together. And through the process of doing that, my kids are actually learning history as well. This curriculum is so wonderful and such a blessing to our family. And so I'm really excited to share the Level B curriculum with you today. This one is the Intro to World History, year 1 of 2. Of course, the Level C curriculum that comes after it is the second half of World History, year 2 of 2. The Level B curriculum is designed for kids ages 7 to 9 who are in grades 2 through 4, although we found that it is pretty easy to adapt this curriculum for kids of other ages and to do it as a whole family. So in this video, I want to share 3 things that I absolutely love about Sonlight History Bible Literature Level B Intro to World History year 1 of 2. And I also want to do an unboxing and show you exactly what is included in this curriculum. So the first thing that I really love about all of the Sonlight curriculum options is that they make it so easy for me as a homeschool parent to plan and teach history in our homeschool. Each Sonlight curriculum comes with a complete set of lesson plans for that curriculum, and everything is already done. So all I have to do when it's time to teach history is just open up to the page that we're using and get started. So here are the lesson plans for week 1 of the curriculum, and all of them are set up really similar to these. So each week, the lesson plans start with a chart that shows you exactly what you'll be reading from each book each day. I love this because it's super easy to see at a glance exactly what we'll be doing. And it also makes the lesson plans really flexible. So if my kids get really interested in a particular book or topic, it's easy just to read across the chart and to do the entire week's lessons in a day if we want to, if my kids want to read ahead. And it also allows us to just note at a glance which lessons we missed or skipped so that we can come back to them. So I love how flexible this is. You'll also notice that in this particular lesson plan, it's labeled at the top days 1 through 5. This is the 5-day option, but Sonlight also offers a 4-day option for each of their curriculum choices, which is great because if you have a busier schedule or you have activities or appointments, then it's really easy to use that 4-day curriculum without ever falling behind. I also love that each of the lesson plans tells you exactly what to do with each of the resources. So it will explain what pages to read, and then it will give suggested questions to ask and discussion topics to talk about so that you always know exactly how to use each resource in your homeschool. I love that this makes it so easy for me. I really don't spend any time on lesson planning. All I do is spend a few minutes browsing through the teacher's guide each week to make sure that I am prepared for whatever books and activities we have planned. Now, of course, my kids' favorite part of using Sonlight is the amazing books that are included. And so I wanted to show you a quick unboxing of the Level B Intro to World History year 1 of 2 curriculum. So the first thing that every History Bible Literature curriculum comes with is Bible resources. And in this curriculum, we got 2. We got this book that's called Theology, and I absolutely love this book because inside not only does it have beautiful illustrations, but it also has really simple kid-friendly discussions of important topics in faith for kids. So this particular page is explaining faith. And there are just all different topics in here that we need to discuss with our kids as Christian parents and help our kids have a deeper understanding of their faith. Curriculum also comes with a CD, which is Sing into the World, a New Commandment. And I love this because all of the songs on this CD, the lyrics to the songs are actually Bible verses. So as we've listened to this CD, my kids have been memorizing Bible verses just by listening and singing along. The curriculum also comes with a whole bunch of history books that have been super fun and engaging for my kids. I love that it starts out with these two Usborne books. We got the Usborne Book of World History and then also the Usborne Time Traveler. These books are both beautiful and just absolutely packed with information on the inside. Here's Petronius Gives a Feast. There is the main text, but then there are also so many details that kids can explore as they are looking at the pictures. And so these books are really great to use with multiple different ages. And my son has just really enjoyed sitting down and poring over these books. And I know that he is learning so much history as he is reading. The curriculum also comes with a lot of picture books as well. We have Tut's Mummy, Lost and Found. We also have Archaeologists Dig for Clues. This is one of my son's favorites, and he's really enjoyed learning about the career of being an archaeologist. I think that he is potentially going to consider archaeology actually as a career after having read this book and going through the curriculum. And that's really exciting to me that he is interested in some new options. We also have Around the World with Kate and Mac. This one is really cool. It's an alphabet book of languages and world cultures. So for each of the letters, it tells us a different language. And then it tells us a little bit about the culture of that area and the people that speak that language. And so this has just been a really cool exposure to world cultures for my kids. We also have the Great Wall of China and wonderful houses around the world. Lots of really cool illustrations and photographs in this one. And then we have a few different books that are more of read alouds. Catching Their Talk in a Box was one. And then George Mueller was another one. And then finally, we have A Child History of the World, another really great spine text. The history resources for this curriculum also include these timeline figures, and these are really cool. They're actually stickers. So as we study these different people and events in history, my kids can color the sticker and stick it directly in their timeline book. So this is a really easy activity for my kids to do to help them create a beautiful timeline to remember all of the events that they've studied in history. And it's just a great way for them to show what they have learned through our history studies as well. Each Sonlight History Bible Literature curriculum also comes with lots of read aloud books. And this is one of my favorite parts of the curriculum because I love that we have an entire library of books that I can read out loud to my kids that come in the box with the Sonlight curriculum. I always find new books that I never would have been aware of to read to my kids. And some of the new books that have come from Sonlight have become some of my kids' all-time favorites. So I love that. Of course, each year comes with some classics as well, books that should be part of every child's library. So with the Level B Intro to World History Year 1 of 2 curriculum, we got some classics like Henry Huggins and Mr. Popper's Penguins and Charlotte's Web. And we also got some that are new favorites for us, like Goonie Bird Green and Happy Times in Noisy Village and Word of Mouse. We also received The Year of the Baby, Little Pear, Owls in the Family, Understood Betsy, Detectives in Togas, Mountain Born, Babe the Gallant Pig, Ways to Grow Love, Homer Price, And then we received two that actually were not novels. One of them was the Usborne Book of Greek Myths. And this has been really interesting for my kids to look through and just to learn some of the stories from Greek mythology. And we have enjoyed reading through those. And then this is my daughter's absolute favorite book from all of Sonlight Level B, and that is the National Geographic Book of Animal Poetry. This book is absolutely gorgeous. It has beautiful National Geographic photos of different animals on every page, and it also has some really cool poems about some of the animals. So here's the flamingos, and then there's this poem about flamingos that's shaped like a flamingo on this particular page. And then here we have this cricket and a poem about crickets. So my daughter is a huge animal lover, and this book is one of her very favorites to sit and look at the illustrations. And we've really enjoyed reading the poems together. And it's been a really great introduction to be able to teach my kids about poetry as they are studying some of these animals that they really love. As a homeschool parent, another thing that I really love about Sonlight is how easily customizable the curriculum is. I'm always looking for resources that I can really tweak so that they are fitting my kids exactly where they're at. And I love that Sonlight gives us options to do that. And one of the best ways to do that is to customize your curriculum with readers that are at your child's reading level. So in this particular curriculum, it's designed for kids in grades 2 through 4. And you can customize it with readers for grades 1 all the way up through grades 4. As a default, the curriculum comes with second grade readers, but this year we decided to customize it with third grade readers instead because we're using it for my son's third grade and he is a pretty confident reader. And so I felt like the third grade readers would give him a little bit more of a challenge than the second grade readers. You can take a look on Sonlight's website and you can see a list of which readers are included with each level. So it's really easy to look and choose which ones would be the best fit for your family. So here are the third grade readers that we received. And I love that we are able to choose these for his reading level. We got Keep the Lights Burning Abby, Jake Drake Bully Buster, third grade detectives. We actually received several from this series. This particular one is number 4. The Chalkbox Kid, Cora Freer, Tippy Lemony. Here's another third grade detectives. This one is number 10. The Secret Valley, A Question of Yams, The House on Walenska Street, The Littles. This is one of my kids' favorites. We actually read it out loud when they were younger, and my son was so excited to have his own copy to be able to read out loud to himself. The Paintbrush Kid. More third grade detectives. This one is books 1 and 2. Clara and the Book Wagon. Prairie School. The Long Way to a New Land. The Long Way Westward. Viking Adventure. Riding the Pony Express. And The Last Little Cat. So if you are looking for a homeschool history curriculum that comes from a Christian worldview and that is focused on reading great books with your child, I would highly, highly recommend any of the Sonlight History Bible Literature programs, and specifically Level B Intro to World History, Year 1 of 2. This is a great program for kids in 2nd through 4th grade, ages 7 to 9, but it is also so easily customizable for the whole family to enjoy together. I'm going to put a link in the description of the video to where you can learn more about Sonlight and all of the programs that they have to offer for homeschool families, and where you can get your own copy of History Bible Literature Level B Intro to World History, Year 1 of 2.